of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our Supreme and Master speakers, Omejicat Comet, Erisu Yamakawa, Alex Franco AV, Winebow Brood, Aurora White, Psyche, Azuta Starbreeze, Cletus Oreo, Nina Grimstarter, Lily Black, Bob Cece, Mikta Raventau, Anathus Moonscar, Pamela Isley, Elendriel Maximus, Codrith Novelist, Mira, Celestau Notrell, Lazy Boy, Luke Osborne, Pandaloo Stormarrow, Tex, Kylin, Arthur Law, Beridan Derard, Cypop, Spencer Christmas, Celine DeLune, Edwin, Wubsta Wolf, Severa, Circa Barrakiel, Kazran, Ventos Tia, Ryark Forbear, Late in the House, Tony, Arcadia Lunashine, Framboise Zaccaro, Bergie, Fudge, Sephiel, Cafe, Gregorium Cartas, Eros, and Uana Nitsa. Get early access to audio and video versions of the show, including the post-show, by supporting us at patreon.com/speakersxiv. Thank you. Good evening, Eorzeans. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 447. I'm Lakeel Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Georgi Wistenmail of Anadar and Rollo Des. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome. It is April the 5th. It is the first episode of April. We are... Oh, God. It's April.
Yeah.
We're in Q2.
April Fools.
April Fool. April Fools!
It's March.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it, but Square Enix gave us a bit of an April Fool's.
Did they?
That wasn't actually a joke.
Oh, right, shit. Yeah, I don't know if we have it in the show notes. No, we did
It's
not.
not in the notes, and I don't think it's worth it.
No. Okay, well, today we're going to talk about Hatching Tide, which is coming up. But, of course, the main story today is Arcadion. We're going to give our review on the raid, the second tier of the raid. And of course, we'll be reading MogMail, speakersxiv.com/MogMail. Stay tuned for the post show. We'll be answering questions from the syndicate. How are we? Is it too soon to go for the next chapter, Mela? Have you prepared?
I've not.
Okay.
No, I've not prepared.
So,
We'll have
what
to.
we've got? We've got Fantasy Critic.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's right. All right. That's that. Let's jump into recent events. Right, and in recent events, we start with some shilling. We got merch in the Square Enix store.
Prices of these yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we? Oh, I don't. They're not in the show notes. So.
Well, we can tell you them as we go.
Okay.
through them.
I think we do.
Well,
Can we get on Square Enix
We
store?
do.
We have this is the first one is stuff that we already seen. We saw that in the live letter that Yoshi P and Coach not Koji Fox. Yes, no. Not Koji Fox, FoxClan.
FoxClan.
Fox in both names. They put these on. It's the Moogle and Chocobo like onesie.
I like these. I think they're really nice. I bet they'd be nice and cozy.
Yeah.
Price is right. What are they in euros?
In pounds, they're £60 each.
Well, that ruins the game because you've given them an idea as to how much.
Oh,
it
sorry.
costs in euros.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just asking what it is in euros.
Yeah.
I have the price. This is here.
We're gonna guess the
Probably
prices.
about 75
Well,
euros.
I was just gonna guess, and then I was gonna tell you the correct answer. It's 75 euros. Do you
Oh,
know that's reasonable?
dear. Okay.
That's $77. By the way, let me remind you, or let me tell you, 100% polyester.
Oh,
That's what I
are they bad?
expected.
100% polyester. So.
Is that
Yeah,
No,
stand nice
no.
and close to your heater.
That's gonna feel
a
so good on your
possibility
skin.
of some cotton?
Possibility
Very
of
nice.
some cotton. So
Not
there you
even
go.
Possibility of cotton.
Watch out
They
for
don't
some
even-
cotton.
Materials, polyester cotton. So there must be some.
Okay.
Oh, are you looking?
Maybe
I
the
see.
beak
Mine's
on the palm on the Moogle head is cotton. Who knows?
Yeah, it does say materials, so there's polyester and cotton. I
Okay.
suspect the majority of it is polyester.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
That takes away from it a
Don't
little
sleep
bit.
in that. That's
No.
gonna feel terrible. I'm gonna tell you right now. You get that to display it. Do not wear it.
Right.
Well, that's a shame.
If you wear that
It
to
should be made out
bed,
of
it will be
comfortable-
stained with your sweat instantly.
Yes.
£60 for that's a bit.
I
too
mean,
rich,
especially
though.
the Moogle one. The Moogle one is white.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's gonna have
Not
a
for
brown
long.
stain. Fucking big brown stand.
Okay. All right. The next one is Headband, which is Fat Cat, Fat Chocobo, and Spriggan. I don't have the pictures here.
Well, you do have the miniature
issue with
versions of them.
these.
Okay.
They put these as headbands, and the models are wearing them as headbands. But these would be so much better as eye masks for like sleeping masks. Because
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I guess you could use it as that as long as it's tight enough. But it was just I was surprised that it can't be used, or it wasn't advertised.
For a second, I thought it was a
can.
sweatband. But I thought it was like, okay.
Yeah, I
so
thought they were too.
They gave you a polyester sweatband now, just to collect all the sweat forever.
Yeah.
But it's a hairband, so I'll step back.
No.
Polyester nylon.
and
Thank you very
nylon,
much.
thank you.
Not some delicious,
One of the most
some high quality
uncomfortable
nylon.
materials there is.
Put that all over your hair, rub it on your body.
I kind of wanted one of these, but maybe not at the price of 25 euros.
No.
It's 20 quid.
It's
They're a little
$25.
And
Yeah.
I would definitely get the Spriggan one because it doesn't matter how much you sweat into it, it will probably not be very visible.
Hmm.
That's true.
Next.
The little
smell.
airs would be annoying, maybe.
You don't swim in your own musk, Rollo.
I tried. Well, today I am a little
the-
bit. I sweat from being outside.
You
A little
don't
musky.
swim in the collection of your forehead sweat.
Yeah, as I
Years
squeeze
of
it,
it.
get the water, look it up.
Oh, ugh.
All right, moving on. Doman Mahjong tile keychain. One of
I like
dots
these.
and one of bamboo.
I think these are really pleasant.
They're
As long as it's a
mahjong
proper
pieces.
mahjong, it
How much
feels
would
like a mahjong piece. It's heavy.
How much would you pay for it, Nikhil?
I wouldn't
For
pay.
a keychain.
This literally costs 30 cents to make. 80
yeah.
cents. Make it a
Yeah.
dollar.
Seeing as it's merch, I'd pay £5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're a bit short. I would say you have to pay €18.99 euros.
Yeah. £15, and it's made
Per
of melamine, which I've never fucking heard of.
$17.99 for that
Okay,
American.
lovely.
They should make. Don't they have a full set? They should make a mahjong set. Actually,
I think they
There's only-
did, didn't they?
There is a full mahjong
There is a
set.
full
Is
mahjong.
there?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
wow.
yeah.
It might have been
That was a
Japan
while
only.
ago. I don't.
Probably
Yeah,
Japan
and I don't know if
only.
it's still available.
It was
Yeah.
very expensive.
make a domino set. I hate mahjong. Play dominoes instead, please.
You just want to go back to the island and play with old men.
I want to play. I want to play dominoes.
Next, we have Barrel Tender Bendable Plushie, which is
Oh,
the
he's
barrel tender
bendable.
and it's bendable. So yeah, I guess it has.
Wow.
Oh,
So it's filled
actually,
with
that makes it
metal.
more.
You can
That
pose
makes
it.
him more valuable to me because it's posable and you can place it in
Yeah.
places.
You can do the funny pose.
How much?
It's not bad for a merchandise plus, though. I'll say that. In terms of
I
price.
don't mind.
No,
this
it's pretty
one.
good.
It's kind of cute.
Is it 44.99 euros? Cute.
Or maybe
It's $50
maybe.
American. That's not.
What's
it's
the
still high, but
dimensions
as a
on
merch
this? How
plush.
big? How big is the plush?
He is.
Oh,
Oh, he's quite big
thirty-
actually. He's almost 30 centimeters.
centimeters.
Oh, it's like a ruler.
No, I think he's. I think this is the most worth thing we've discussed.
This one is
so far.
Okay.
genuinely
Yeah.
decent. Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's decent.
Fine. Okay.
Well, yeah, that's about a foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a foot tall.
okay, a reversible
ruler's
tote
height.
bag. Which
Oh, I don't.
Uh,
I don't like these.
I don't like that the two sides are different colors. You can't see it here, but the other. So the side that's on the thumbnail is, or the slide is black, and it's the Heidelin crystal.
Yeah.
The other side is white, and it's this really like dynamic picture of a Moogle surrounded by other minions.
it's
But then
like
on the back of the white side as well, it has like all the stickers.
Yeah.
All the minion stickers.
the Moogle.
Isn't it because it's reversible?
Yeah, but that would be.
Oh,
on both-
okay.
Like
No,
on the
no,
other-
this
okay,
is
so the
flip side.
This is both sides.
The black
of the
side is
reverse.
just the crystal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and the white side. Okay, the white. I'd prefer it on the white side.
The white side
It's
has
much
so
more
The
many
interesting.
Moogle
options.
image on the one side is the one that they use for the Moogle Tombstone events, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Ah, yes, it is right.
And then
Um,
it's all the minion stickers.
how much
from
for this
G-Pose.
bag?
Too much.
44.99 euros.
As much as the barrel tender? That's crazy.
£35
Yeah,
for a
barrel
tote.
tender or the tote bag. Easy choice, I'd say.
Why? But any branded tote bag is always expensive.
Yeah, I don't
Way
get
more
that.
expensive than it should be to make it.
Yeah, it's so you just
It's a
buy the
tote bag.
and
The whole
print.
point of
This
them
is-
is that they're lightweight and cheap.
Like back in the day when Nintendo gave away Nintendo points and you could get free merch.
Yeah.
I got a free Pikmin tote bag that I didn't pay a cent for.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now you're expecting me to pay 45 euros?
Yeah.
Back in the day of the pre-COVID days, you get this shit for free for like anything.
Yeah.
You go to
That's
like
true as well.
a conference at like a business thing, they give you like
That's true.
5 tote bags.
Yep.
You go to a grand opening, free tote bag.
Yep.
You get like a $30 purchase at Lush for your products, free
Yep.
tote bag. You
Yep.
know?
Yep.
Not no more.
No.
No.
Pay
No.
$50.
There's a real estate agent around here that gives away free ones outside their place, and you can just grab them every time you walk past.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay. Next, you probably like this, Georgi. Minion acrylic magnets, volume 3.
Fucking love magnets.
I know. They're cute. They're like little chibi art of some of the minions. Well, I guess they are all chibi. The minions.
they're cute. I like the Mora Mora.
Yeah.
It's just giving you that
Just
stare.
staring at you. These
I
are
don't
unfortunately the blind box.
Yes.
So you aren't guaranteed to get them all.
you'll get a set of 12, but there's no guarantee you'll get every one of these 12.
You could get
And-
12 Mora Moras.
I mean, that would be the true blessing, wouldn't it? How much would you pay for a set of 12 magnet blind boxes?
Not what
In
they're
a
asking.
just an ideal world, $5.
Nowhere you're getting 12
maybe
blind
10,
boxes
10,
for $5.
maybe 10.
10.
In a just world, Georgi.
I mean,
just world.
Okay, 12.
I'm not asking in a
I'll
just world,
adjust.
I'm asking us in the
I'm
real
adjusting
world
for
in which we
inflation.
live.
13.
No.
I don't know anywhere that would give you this
15.
many blind
That's my
boxes for
final
either of your
offer.
prices.
15. 15.
But it's 59.99 euros.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even get the
and you don't
guarantee.
even.
No.
And you don't.
No.
This is one of the cheapest blind box options.
What is this?
It is
this
one of the cheap.
No.
Mailer is right. This is genuinely one of the cheapest blind box options.
So, like, okay, I'll give him
For
this.
magnets.
The logic behind this is that you buy the blind box and you get it as a friend, like as a set for a friend group. Like you split it between
Yeah.
you and your friends. That's why you split the price. Usually, what you do with blind boxes, but for magnets, that's $60.
And you don't even
Yes,
know if
but
you're
for
getting all
magnets,
of
That's
them.
€5 a magnet.
I don't like wine. I don't like that we've made loot boxes like a
I
thing.
love
just
that.
shut up. do not
I
let
love you. I love you saying you don't like that we made loot boxes a thing. Loot boxes as a physical object have existed for years.
yeah,
They
but
were called trading
it has
cards.
not creeped
that's true
into
too.
fucking video game merch
That's where
before
Loot
now.
crate. Loot crate.
Yeah, and where's that now, Mela? Where did Loot
Yeah,
Crate go?
where's your inflatable
Defunct.
crown, man?
Yeah, exactly. Get your
Defunct.
fucking inflatable crown and shut up. Because that shit did not work. People realized, oh, I don't like getting trash in the mail, actually. I don't like getting leftover fucking shit merchandise in the mail.
No.
I got
it's-
Loot
it's-
Crate 1 month, and I got the fucking green Zelda shirt. I swear to God.
Oh,
I got
shit.
the green Zelda with the. I just
The
see the
classic.
khakis, and I could have the look.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Damn.
No,
Well,
it's a shame
anyways.
on these. Usually, when you buy full blind boxes of these sort of things, you're guaranteed everything in them.
You're
And
guaranteed a
oftentimes
magnet.
this
At
kind
least
of-
a magnet.
you're guaranteed one of each if you buy the full set. Usually on
Yep.
these sort of things,
Okay.
like a crate of them, a pallet.
A
But
pallet?
this is, you know what I mean, like a
Yeah, like
big
a store
box of them.
display one.
Yeah, like a store display of them. You're usually guaranteed
Favorite.
one of each.
I think one of my favorite parts about the place you order it on the Square Enix site is they showed them all on a fridge as if you don't understand how magnets are used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They look tasty. I could probably eat them. You know.
Yeah.
The corn
Chicken and
servant.
snacks.
I'd
The
eat them.
concept.
I still find this whole practice crazy because you're going to spend more than 50 if you want to get the whole set because you're
Oh,
not
of
going to
course
get
you
them
are.
in one.
Oh
So
yeah.
this might
That's the
be
point.
almost like £200 venture for you to
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get the whole
but
thing.
think how
Then-
good you'll feel.
For
If you-
this big of a fucking magnet to put
Yeah,
on your
5
fridge.
centimeters.
But at the end of that, think of how much more money you could possibly make if you sell the extras online to people that don't have them.
Yeah, €10
Mm.
each. You've already made double your money.
Yeah, but I don't.
Mm.
God, and then you have
You
to
need to
Yeah,
think like an
yeah.
entrepreneur, Lakir.
Yeah, Luke,
Yeah,
That's
where's
why
your
this-
hustle?
all this like extra work that you have to put in just to yeah. Okay, sure.
Where's your hustle mindset, man? Get your Saratoga water out.
Okay, well, anyways, there you go. That's our perfect shilling for these products. We've really
I
sold
love
them.
that you always start this off by saying that they're shilling when almost always it's not.
descends into the
Let's buy
opposite.
this.
We've said nice things about it
Sometimes we say.
recommend one out of however many products we covered today.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
We could do that one day as like a speakers recommend sections for when we do this. Like, what should you buy this? Speaker says no.
Yeah. Oh, just on anything, just generic things from.
I mean, sure, why not?
Should you buy this off of Temu? Should you buy this off?
Speaker says no.
Send us for your MogMail. Next time you're gonna buy something, like show us your cart, and we'll tell you what to keep, and what not to keep.
Oh no.
Your grocery shopping. I like groceries.
I don't think you need that much.
We'll
milk,
judge
Noah.
your grocery shopping. Oh, these are good ideas.
3 melons? How are you getting that in a week?
My God.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Hatching Tide.
Oh, dead person.
I know they really. The moment they said we might include old scions in the art, they were like, "I'm doing it every time now."
They
All
didn't
the
say
time.
we might. They said
They will.
Be
unlocked
allowed. Yeah.
the
Now we're
possibility
doing it
of it.
all the time. Don't you
I'm
worry.
glad. It's cute.
Yeah,
It's nice
I
to
mean,
see,
it's
nice to see
nice.
these characters.
It
It's
just-
very potentially 2 dead people, depending.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. It is a little random, but you know, whatever. Starting Wednesday, 9th of April, 2025, until the 24th of April, 2025.
You don't have to mention the year.
No, sorry, I was thrown off because I was going to be like, 9th of April is a great day. It's Invasion Day.
Oh.
Just not a big day.
Oh.
24th of April, until the 24th of April.
Big
The
fan of-
The whimsy of Hatching Tide returns once again, and Geely Aliapo's vision for this year's festivities is lofty indeed. As ever, she'll need an eager adventurer to ensure the eggy revelry unfolds according to plan.
It must be lofty
Eggy
indeed,
revel.
because the prize she's given us isn't much.
The prize she's given us is consummate to the work we'll put in.
Well, yeah, the reward this year is an Archon egg parasol.
What she's
I
holding
mean,
there.
it's chunky,
Um,
it's detailed, but it's otherwise
Mate, they're-
garbo.
They've basically taken the top half of the Archon egg mount
Great
and
mount.
stuck a stick inside it.
yeah.
Yep. They've taken that texture and they've rigged it on one of the existing parasols that is that shape. There's a few that have that shape. And then they've stuck it on some bored-looking Aura and thrown her in Ilmeg. So, I'm not sure what they're trying to present here. It would be acceptable if this was among other things, but as a solo item, this is not super great.
We
My only defense of this is that it's not interesting to us as veterans of the game, but this is very possibly the first fashion accessory that new players could get, which makes it more interesting in that way.
That is true. And in the end, it's one more for the collection of parasols, you know, and you gotta, we love parasols.
yeah.
I love the auto parasol feature. I wish it wasn't as annoying as it was sometimes.
Yeah.
When
I agree.
When the minion bar comes up and you can't run outside no more.
Yeah.
Or at least that's
Maybe
what
you should just put this. Maybe you should just put sprint on your second hotbar then.
Yeah.
But first hotbar has R for because that's run, so R for run.
I know, I
Yeah.
agree. I don't think that's a great solution.
Yeah, I mean, we don't Easter events. We talked
Easter
about this.
sometimes is good.
Yeah, but that's the
Sometimes
thing.
they're really
but
good.
Sometimes we talked about this when we were ranking
Yeah.
it. This is very up and down in
This
terms of quality.
This will probably be a low. I'm sorry to say.
I mean, we
But
don't know what we're doing
we
yet.
don't
see
really
what the
It'll
quest
probably
is.
be a low based on
Probably.
previous
Such a-
couple of
I mean, the
bits.
art is literally just Jilly with the parasol and two
and
dead
a
people
couple of,
potentially.
A couple of ghosts
And a
floating
couple
by.
of ghosts.
This is
And here's the thing: the art is like a massive downpour. The item is a parasol, so the theme is clearly like it's raining on hatching.
It's
Time. So if
raining.
you do this in the dead of summer when they're like sun's shining in Gridania, it's not going to be very good, is it?
No.
They will
Yeah,
have to
but they
force
used to-
the weather.
They have forced the. I mean, they force the weather every Starlight Festival, so
That's
it could be
true.
something they do this year.
They'll have to force the weather, otherwise this event clearly won't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
this
Well-
is so tangential, but I just something so interesting about having like it's Easter. It's an Easter event. I'm playing like a Western Christian holiday event in a Japanese video game that is tangentially related to
Excuse me. It's based on pagan beliefs that the Christians.
You
what's it called?
know
Yeah.
what I
True,
mean.
true.
Yeah.
It's for
We
the.
should go back and tell Jesus.
Also,
'cause
Japan's
there would be an
quite
event
Christian.
about this.
Also, I think any true Christian that is like really into it would find this such a bastardization of celebration of Easter.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
the war
about
on
a
Easter.
girl that started having dreams about eggs and the 12.
Oh my god. I didn't even know that this was true. But sorry, just a little history lesson about Easter. The feast day of Easter was first a pagan holiday of renewal and rebirth. Most of you probably know that, if you know. Honored in the early spring, it praised the pagan goddess of fertility and spring, known as Ostara or Eastra or Eostra. The word Easter finds its etymology from the goddess's name.
They always do that shit. That's how
they
got
stole
rid of
it.
Paganism. Well, that's how they got rid of paganism.
Yeah.
They just
That is
made
how they
your
did,
things
yeah.
into something new
Yeah,
and
true.
said, oh, it was always been that way.
Yeah. Today you
Why
learn
is
something
Jesus
new.
rise on? Why does Jesus rise on a different day every year, Mela?
We can't do that.
Yeah, why does
no,
it change?
The,
That's
the
the
reason
point.
why, actually, the reason why it's quite interesting because they want it to be absolutely accurate, so they have to like decide that it's after the day.
Why do
Isn't
they
that
not
something?
care about Christmas then?
Because it was a pagan holiday
priorities.
first. Because it was a pagan holiday, and they had to just set it
Yule
up to
was
that
the
day.
whole
was a
month.
pagan holiday as well.
Yule's
Oh, yeah,
the
you're
whole
right.
month, though. That's why they made Advent and everything around it. But
I
they
don't
weren't as
know.
bothered about the... They probably
Come
thought
back
if we
next
condense it...
Come back next week and we'll discuss the origins of Halloween.
It depends on the lunar
Samhain?
cycle and its relation to the an annual solar event, which is probably because of the pagan tradition. Because
Yeah.
of
Because
how
they
that
were,
works.
They were...
Anyway, hatching tide. Hatching
that was
plans,
more
perfecting
interesting.
parasols. Perfecting parasols. Yeah. So the theme is
Why is
definitely
this like a crouching tiger hidden thing or whatever title name? You know what I mean?
Hidden egg.
yeah. Crouching tiger,
title?
hidden dragon. Isn't that it?
Yeah.
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 Well, that's
yeah.
the real one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hatching plans, perfecting parasols.
Yeah. So it's parasol.
Oh, it's
themed.
awful. What an awful tagline. When you really dissect it.
Yeah.
When are we going to have a hatching tide about making mother and child bowl?
Mother and child what?
Bold.
Bowl. No.
Bald?
Bald.
Bowl.
Bowl.
As in,
Ball.
as in the thing
The bowl.
that you eat
A bowl.
out. Yeah, a bowl.
Oh.
A mother and child bowl.
Have you never heard of that?
Oh,
It's a
as
chi-
in
it's a
chicken
ja-
and egg. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. I
Oh,
see.
Yakadon.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know
That would
where
be
we
good,
are.
wouldn't it?
We need
I don't
help.
know.
Hatching
We gotta
time.
move.
We're
We need
trying
to
to-
move on.
Nikhil, we're trying to think of ways of making this shit event better.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
might be good. You never
It might
know.
be good. It might be good.
I'm always open to bad events being good.
Yeah.
Do you think she knows she's got an egg on her head?
We moving on. It's moving on to MogMail. We are gonna read some MogMail. And yeah, that's it. You can send us MogMail. It's speakersofthevideo.com/MogMail.
That's
Let's open the mailbox.
Just mock.
This is from Ame from Sargatanas.
Oh, okay.
Hello. Yeah, we've done the first one. Hello, speakers. I apologize for the incoming wall of text. Today, I want to talk about achievements. In my opinion, achievements have grown too stale and formulaic. Get X jobs to X level, complete X instance X number of times, collect X number of things, etc., etc. In my opinion, we need more silly and goofy achievements to go for, or accidentally stumble into. I play another game that has loads of silly or weird achievements for doing things like getting hit by a car, rewind time to let a boulder hit you and an enemy at the same time, or use a healer auto attack to kill a boss. Just weird but silly things. I think 14 could benefit from some useful or goofy achievements, like for instance class-specific ones, like as a red mage revive both healers in a fight, or as a bard use the warden's paean to cleanse X number of times in a dungeon, or dumb ones like hard cast flare while paralyzed, or cast super bolide after receiving benediction. Maybe some even sillier ones like kill an level enemy with a Scholar Summoner book smack, or die from using cover to save an ally. These can go even further with blue mage spells. Get a direct crit final sting on a Hornet for the achievement Petty Revenge, or kill 10 plus enemies with self-destruct. There is so much potential. Throw in some achievements for doing weird dungeons and fights, like only using blue mage, white mage, black mage, and red mage to clear a dungeon, and kill Nidhogg with only dragoons to round it all out. The main issue is, achievement points in this game are widely useless, so most people wouldn't go out of their way to try them. Ah well, maybe I just like games that acknowledge and reward the weird and silly things we do. Wall of text over. Thoughts? Do you have any silly or weird achievement ideas? Thank you for your time. Well, that's an interesting...
Chat's already brought up
question.
A lot of the issues around this, but having like strange things to do in dungeons would cause the potential issue of people trying to do them in duty roulette, and could ruin the run for people, slow down the run for people.
That's the problem.
You know, people are trying to like
purposefully they want to get
things.
That achievement. Yeah.
Well, achievements are just like feats of like you did the hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
There are blue mage ones though, but a lot of them are also just like you did the hard thing. But I think they're mostly just carnival achievements. There's also level
carnival
ones.
And doing like extremes and savages.
There's like maybe 3 carnival achievements that have very specific conditions that aren't just beat the very hard thing.
Yeah.
Like they require you to use certain skills and stuff. So that's cool, but I think logistically, I don't know how possible it is the game to detect some of these things, which is a shame because I like these kinds of silly achievements.
I would like them too. I mean,
everything you do is logged. I mean, that's how it can show you what happens.
Yeah, but think about just like the condition checking. Like,
there's a lot of checks.
It would be a lot for the game to certainly check. This game probably, the Japanese developers would force check every single, argument.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like for example, if playing white mage, if paralyzed, did they hardcast holy? I don't know how doable it is.
It would be far too.
I don't know how it does
this team
achievement checks.
I think it's possible. It would just take some work.
That's a lot of work that I don't see.
I do.
It's a
like
lot of work for one thing that a lot of people wouldn't care about.
Yeah.
I mean, people know how I feel about achievements. I think they fucking suck everywhere. I don't like achievements at all. Trophies, fuck them. Gamer score, sucks.
Okay, yeah.
But
do you like them when they're tied to rewards, or just when in general?
In 14, or just in general?
In general, across all games. Like if doing a certain thing gives you a certain reward, do you like that, or do you own? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not achievement hunter, is what I should say.
Right.
That's fair.
But I do agree that the ones in this game are very, very boring,
They are.
There's never been a time in this game that I've gotten achievement for just kind of doing something a little off or weird. I think that's the best time, or a good time I have achievements when I'm playing a game normally. Maybe I do something awkward, maybe I do a silly mistake or something, I don't know, whatever, and you get like, oh, achievement. You know?
Have you ever done the dress like a pirate achievement?
Yeah, I mean...
No, but you have to go out your way to...
I was going to say, these...
The Mummer's Day one or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's
like a 1.0 achievement.
Yeah, it's a 1.0. And 1.0 had these, and they had the, dreaded Gambler's Crown achievement, which was back when materia melding. You had to do 5 forbidden melds, I think. And
it's easy now.
It's not forbidden melds, it's literally just 5 melds.
Well, they would be they're 5 melts, but they were.
These days, you could do it on an ornate if you had one.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, I did mine on a
No, I'm talking about 1.0. I'm talking about back in 1.0. You would have to do 5 forbidden melds on an item, and this was back when, if you failed, the materia disappeared, but also you might break the item and had to start over.
Oh yeah, that's true. But did you not have gear with
slots?
Yeah, slots. Like guaranteed slots.
I don't remember now. I only remember there were forbidden melds involved in the achievement. I'm sure someone in the comments will give us the actual achievement, but that one was terrible because it was like very difficult to get that last meld, and the fact that there was a chance that you'd lose the entire item and then to start over again just to get the crown. I mean, it was bad.
I'm going to assume this is just because you're misremembering. I don't think it's possible to have gear that has 5 forbidden melds.
No, the number is. I mean, it's maybe 4.
It would be one guaranteed slot at least on most gear, I think.
Yeah.
Like, accessory.
Sorry. Well, you would meld multiple items to an item. You would meld many. I don't remember how many. Gambler. Okay, someone will let us know.
Gambler's crown was for full melding an item. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
like
and that's still in the game. And
that's not the same anymore, though. It was changed to fit 14's new materia system.
So was there nothing with 4 guaranteed slots in 1.0?
Oh, I doubt that.
Item slots weren't shown.
I'd be surprised there was even one guaranteed slot in 1.0.
There weren't I don't believe there was a way to look at the... Were there even slots?
Guys, new Remnants of a Realm coming out soon about the Gambler's Crown.
You know what? So that's not a bad idea. Materia in a realm in 1.0.
I mean, I don't even know if it has to be about materia. I think you could just like dive into like weird achievements.
Yeah.
Because there were quite a lot of them that are like what they request here. Like there were ways like doing
coming 2025 Speakers Network. Make sure you subscribe.
That would be a Roar episode then, I think.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
it would be the wrong name. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to find the okay.
You could do it. That'd be cool. But in terms of achievements in this game, I agree with Rollo. They're the most sinfully boring thing. I mean, I agree with our mate. Like, it's just kill 1 enemy, kill 100 enemies, kill 1,000, 10,000, 5 million enemies. So you're going to be doing it for the next like 3 years of your life. If you're going to do boring achievements, just add in a lot more of things like, I don't know what the title of it, but it'd be something like, Lawmaster, Kurthus, Western Highness, Lawmaster, Urkapacha. And it's for just doing all the quests in a zone. So you can have 10 points, so you know you've done the zone or whatever. And then at least it slightly encourages people to do side.
Yeah.
Or if you had a good glamour system, when we finally get the glamour book, then you can have like scholar, like all the scholar stuff and all, getting full gear sets. That could be fun. It'll give people a reason to. It's things like that. We're never going to get anything crazy.
Yeah, can confirm that it was 5 melds to an item to get the Gambler's Crown, and there was only had 100% chance of melding 1 materia. The rest of the 4
every piece of gear.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, it was luck of the draw, RNG baby.
Because what I did is I literally just bought you
can just buy like a cow.
Combined. I bought a cow and then I had to gamble on the last one.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I mean, easier now with the auto meld as well.
Yeah.
Just buy as many of the cheapest material, and it's very easy now.
Yes. Okay. Anyways, thank you. Sorry. Back to the achievements.
It would be fun.
It would be fun.
I would like these. When we do minimum eye level. I mean, that is in a similar vein of some of your achievement ideas. We nerf ourselves in specific ways. I would absolutely love, like, the full mage run where you have one of each type of mage.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love this kind of thing, but it's just never going to happen. And the people in the community in this game would probably they'd find the easiest way to get it done, tick it off, and it's almost impossible to do it after a week because everyone's done it.
Yeah.
All Dragoons Nidhogg. That'll be impossible to do after a while.
Mm-hmm.
It'd just be
boring. Why would it be impossible to do? Just get 7 of your friends.
I don't even have one. How are we going to get 7?
No. Right.
It would, as a solo. Remember, Gyugi, this is the loners MMO, so it would be very difficult for party finder. I mean, on Chaos, you can barely party find new content that's just
that
come
is
out
true.
This week.
Chaos is shit.
Chaos is over.
It is
so
over.
How are you going to do achievements?
It's an unfortunate consequence of opening data center travel without opening cross data center.
Yeah.
Thanks, not Square Enix.
Party finder.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, Ame. We'll do. No, actually, we do have to move on. I think we have to get to the review, maybe.
The next one's kind of related.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, well let's do that then. All right. Last MogMail for today is from Elliot Rivers from Sagittarius. Hi, if this MogMail makes it before 7.2, a very short theory for you. What if the Arcadion is ruled by some alternate Godbert Manderville? Might be fun. Well, 7.2 has come,
relevant.
and this is still a relevant...
Yeah, it's still a mystery.
Yeah?
It has not been answered.
We will have to wait until 7.4 for the conclusion.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think this is a plausible theory?
I don't see why not.
No.
It has Gold Source of vibes aesthetically,
Yeah.
but it's in a very different format.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't put it past. I mean, it's very possible, and it could be possible that Godbert. This is like Godbert Hardy boiled,
Right.
and maybe it all ties into the Hardy boiled Hildebrand quest as well. Like maybe
They're not fucking tying the Arcadian quest line to the Hildebrand quest line.
That would be
they should.
weird.
I think I would love them to do. Yeah.
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 The Raiders would be furious.
They would be. Well, we'll see. I mean, yeah, I think it's we don't know anything about
We don't know anything.
the president. Okay.
No.
Well, on that
We didn't
note,
get anything.
no,
Did we? No.
not really. No.
No, we've only
thought
heard.
we'd get a hint.
We haven't heard his voice, but our character has.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true. They have a familiar
Perceive it
voice.
as familiar.
Yeah, there's a few options there, I guess.
Yeah, we can discuss that now, really. But let's
Okay.
not right now, but we are now on the Arcadion review. So spoiler warning for the
Normal
Arcadion
mode
story.
and the quest line. Yeah.
Yes.
Those are gone.
Well, we'll
my
talk
God.
about Savage a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Still don't have the
from what
sound.
we've seen.
Ah,
Um,
no bonk.
no bonk right now. God damn it, I always forget. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, so spoiler warning in effect. All right, Arcadion. Now, it's been a while now since we did this, so my memory is spotty, but let's go. What do we think of the actual story, like the plot progression?
Like the plot part. I
Oh,
quite enjoyed it.
it is so cliche, and you can see everything coming from a mile away. But oh my god, I love it.
Mhm.
Like
I mean,
it.
I was just saying, it's very purposefully cliche.
Yeah. That's why it's great. It is like a wrestling match. I mean, they make wrestling jokes too. They're like, oh yeah, I didn't know you were a heel. If you say that to the guy when you go to the apartment, you say like you try and be tough or whatever. He's like, I thought you were a babyface. I didn't know you were a heel. I was like, oh okay. I never thought I'd see that term in this game.
Yeah.
We're
I
one
called
step
him a
closer
whimpering wolf.
to being a jabroni or jobber in this game. Okay, we're one step closer. One
Yeah,
day they
yeah.
might say jobber.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we got some new characters. Of course, the bosses for the raids.
there was a level of juxtaposition between the MSQ and this in terms of what's it? Is it just called psychonecrosis? What is it called?
I think it is a psychonecrosis.
Yeah,
but Chad will
psychonecrosis.
correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah.
Because this is, I mean, we cured Levin sickness toot sweet with the big porksy.
Yeah.
What are we going to have a similar effect here, or is this more difficult because this is a mental issue with the souls fusing?
Yeah, I think this is because it's not their ether, it's their soul that's being affected.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed the plot. Like, I enjoyed getting some extra backstory on brutal bomber guy or whatever, and with the kittens. I liked that not everyone had not everyone had the same reaction of okay, I'll absolutely stop fighting. Like some people were trying to difficult to come to terms with.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that so many people did say, okay, that's fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite unrealistic, but it's, they've got to move the plot along. But
Yeah,
I liked
just-
that at least Brutal Bomber was like, he couldn't come to terms with it because of his past with the president.
Yeah.
I think the most hilarious part is just the fucking dancing the frog dude or whatever.
Oh.
Dancing
I never
Green?
liked partying anyway. Like fucking Slurms
he was
McKenzie.
No,
He was
He
Disco
didn't say
Stew.
he never liked it anyway. He said he didn't like that he had to do it every night to keep up his persona.
Yeah.
He's just like
Absolute
Slurms
Disco
McKenzie, man.
Stew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was good. He was a good character.
I didn't care much for Lalafell. I not in that like I think she's
didn't
bad.
like her.
I feel like I just didn't get as much. From
I
her
agree.
in
I
general.
thought based on what they were saying before the patch release that she'd be more antagonistic than she
Yeah.
was, but she was
Yeah.
relatively
Yeah.
like just like even
She was-
keeled and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought there'd be more, but the buddy guy, whatever, fuck, Dancing Green, he was also on screen for a short time, but he just had so much more fucking personality in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a big
that
personality.
it makes up for it.
Yeah.
With how little screen timing.
Yeah.
Because he just, God, that fucking fight, by the way, amazing.
Yeah, let's talk about the first fight, because well, actually, just to set the scene, we know we're still doing the psychonecrosis, trying to get people
Yeah.
out.
But we decided not to tell any of them first time round. So
Yeah, we also
Just
Until we
go on.
fought them.
yeah,
we also learned that what's the cat girl's name?
oh,
Yana?
I can't.
Yana?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about? The middle child?
adult, the first boss of the first.
yeah. Black.
Yeah,
Cat.
Yana.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yana. That she is like on the brink of getting like psychonecrosis.
She's close.
Yeah.
She's been training too hard.
Yeah.
She's been using feral souls in training.
Mm-hmm.
which is illegal.
Yeah. But that will resolve later. But we get to this fight with this dancing green man.
To quickly address Sugar Riot, apparently she talks. Thanks to chat. Apparently she talks more like a child in Japan, which is apparently more annoying than the voice they gave her in English.
Oh, that's a bit creepy.
Oh.
I don't think I would like that, but I guess
wouldn't
that's
like that.
I guess they know American or English speaking perception on that. So.
Yeah. So they didn't
that
go
was a
for
good
that.
move to not do that.
Yeah.
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 Lalafell, I'm glad they sound like adults.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't need that.
With deep voices sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so in Dancing Green, which we saw Yoshi P do a little bit of before, but now that we've
it
done
was
it,
so much better.
this is a fun
than I
fight.
could ever thought. It was
I
really
mean,
good.
it is just a lot of left, right,
It is.
or
It
right,
is a
right,
lot of
left,
that.
or left, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I've genuinely never just had like such a good like time, and like it was so goofy, it was so fun. I generally just like interacting with the fight. This
Yeah.
fucking chase the spotlight thing to
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking great.
I
Like,
know,
it
yeah.
is-
Is there a punishment for not being in the spotlight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's just a vuln. No, I think
Yeah.
it's nothing crazy. You
Yeah.
got bounce in the air or something?
Something like that. Yeah, you get thrown
Yeah.
up, I think. Yeah, thrown up. You get
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
launched.
And he rates your dancing too if you're during the disco sequence.
You can perfect it. and
Yeah,
get
I was
damage
like,
or whatever.
oh, it's cool how reactive that is.
I believe in normal it's based on just you, and in Savage it matters what everyone does.
Fair enough.
Mm.
That makes sense.
Oh, I think the music's dynamic too.
It is.
In this
It
stage.
times.
It's
It is
tricky.
dynamic.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're trying.
Really good.
They're using a little bit of trickery to like make it sound like it sings. I mean, it obviously
Well,
just
I
fades
mean-
into a new track to give you the impression. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I think I'd probably
oh.
put it at the top of my pack, to be honest with you. After
Yeah.
about them, I really thought this was a great,
Yeah,
just fun fight to be in.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't call it particularly challenging on normal, which is fine.
No.
yeah.
I'm fine with savages or normals being, okay-ish.
Mhm.
But yeah, I had a big grin the entire time.
Yeah.
And the music's fucking
The
amazing.
music
too.
is so
Yeah,
good.
music's great.
Yeah.
This
It's just the
is-
design of the boss was absolutely foul but amazing. Like, big toes and
he
his
owns it.
Elton John. I know he's so like.
And then when the
Larger than
frogs with the
life is
afros
amazing.
come out.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh.
And the visual effects of the fight,
They're
great.
so uncanny because they got frog faces, but they got like human proportions.
Yeah.
It's a great
I
fight.
like. I did actually just did it again. The
Yeah.
first time I did it, I already got the drop, but I just did it for the fun of it because it's generally just such a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a really
it
nice,
is.
a really nice fight.
Yeah. Following that is the
Sugar Riot.
pudding girl, Sugar Riot. It's
I don't like how
it
many
is
people talked about this awakening something in them.
No. Yeah.
Jail.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
Instantly.
jail for them.
you should find
Jail instantly.
call. There
It's
are
because
numbers
she
to
brings
call.
back. She brings back the slime girl fetish, which was a thing from a while ago that is being brought back now. Apparently,
I'm glad I
Jail.
don't know any. I don't have no idea what you're talking about. And I don't want
Therapy.
to.
And jail.
So
this fight was incredibly visually beautiful, like the little 2D art, like audience and stuff. But as an actual fight, this is probably the bottom of my barrel. I thought this was probably the weakest of the bunch.
Yeah, this one-
it just didn't
Yeah.
have much
It
mechanically,
looping.
but it was visually very good.
yeah,
it does
looks
loop
very
quite
quickly.
quickly.
Yeah,
Yes.
very quick.
You can
Nothing
feel the cuts from
crazy.
Savage on here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a cool time to be in visually, but almost nothing happens in normal mode
No,
after a very brief period.
I think
I'm glad we're getting a little bit more hip hop in 14. I know we had the Goblin rap rock from
Yeah.
Alexander, but I think
The music in this, like in the raid series itself, is very good. But this it's so varied as well. It's like each
Yeah.
It is very.
type, it's like genre, like each one's a different genre. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think
Very
here you can
impressive.
really tell about what's Soken's was not understudies, but the people he works with for some songs. I think you can really start to get that there's a different, like a team doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With varied skills.
yeah.
My friend described the song as so bad that it loops around to being great.
Really? I think it's generally good.
I've quite.
I think it's
enjoyed
quite good. Yeah.
I think it's just the fight itself.
The
was,
fight,
uh,
I think, starts looping like at 50% or like right around there, and
maybe,
that's
it's
a little too
quick.
soon for that. I
Yeah,
think.
it loops too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there more? This is a question for chat. Are there more landscapes in Savage? Because I know one thing that's added in Savage is apparently there's a lot of ads in Savage that don't
Yeah.
exist in normal.
It needs a few. Yeah, it needs more landscapes
Yeah.
probably to be interesting.
Yeah.
Because the like raging river with the 3 islands was kind of cool, I guess.
Mhm.
You know, it gives you less room to play with, but I don't know. The deserty one or whatever it wasn't very good. It was very simple.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like the quicksand combined with the cactus part.
It's cute.
It was
I
cute.
guess, but
It was
very
fine.
simple.
It was-
Only when they're together. When they're separate, they're actually quite simple.
Yeah.
There is a part where they play both of them simultaneously.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait. Hold on. I realized there's one fucking insane part in the song. I wrote this down. I'm gonna go look at my notes for this because I was listening to it and I was like, did they say you gotta rhyme something with orange?
Yeah,
in the
repeatedly.
song?
Yes.
Oh,
They
yeah.
say- they say gotta rhyme something with orange. Say that nothing rhymes with orange. Thinking I'll just work without orange. Like I heard that. And I was like,
That's funny.
That's one of my favorite parts
What?
of the song.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, the first
insane.
The first part of the song goes through the colors and finds things to rhyme with, and then she gets there. It ends with
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's just such a weird bit because I feel like the rest of the song is played so straightforward and like, oh, this is like a cool, maybe like K-pop, hip hop kind of song, you know, with like a heavy beat, and then it's like orange.
Yeah.
Can't rhyme no with orange because I can't rhyme with orange.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It was good. It was good though. I like the song a lot.
Yeah. After this is so those are the two. So they do like those two fights back to back. Essentially, you don't get any story between, and then there's a story segment after that, where we like prepare for.
Well, Brute Bomber, because of the news, he's gone insane and he's like juicing harder than ever.
Well, he's not gone insane. He's being manipulated by
Yeah.
the president.
Yeah.
Well, true.
Also, he's not juicing. Remember, they say
Yeah.
it's just
Oh, that's true.
Just for
it's
show.
just fake.
Energy drink,
It's
whatever,
all
yeah.
for show.
And that's
'cause
why, and that's why the fight continues after he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he
Because it's
oversouls with like 25 souls. He goes insane.
Yeah.
Then he turns into some sort of disgusting plant,
Yeah.
he turns into like the kid,
which is
like
good.
the
So
Wizard
far,
game
we've
on
fought
phone.
Brute Bomber the third fight in both tiers. So maybe in the last tier we'll fight Brute Bomber again as a ghost or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking that would be so wrestling coded if
Yeah.
it comes back up
If
to
he
life.
does the fucking the comeback special,
Yeah.
it's like the fucking Undertaker or something.
They've done it in wrestling with Undertaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
He
Undertaker's
They could come
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. He turned into some sort of horrible Morble combined with Rafflesia combined with Cyclops thing.
Yes.
He was all he was everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he was cute. He was cute.
He looks like the big emoji with the big teeth, you know?
Yeah.
He was goofy.
Yeah.
Oh.
This was this was also an incredibly good fight.
Yeah.
Like with the three different sections.
The first
I
half,
think this is the best fight of the tier.
especially.
This was the hardest one, I think.
Yeah, this one was rough. Yeah.
The only thing that detracts from this, maybe for me, is that he's as before very overtuned health wise. So it is a long
I think he's
fight.
not. I don't think he's overtuned health wise. I think it's because that was the first week that you did it in.
It's very
Possibly.
possible. Maybe it will get better as the weeks go on.
I've done it again since then, and I think that it with a competent team that understands it, you spend a much more equal amount of time in each section.
Oh God, we have to do these
The final section is still the
every
longest.
week. I
obviously,
forgot
but-
about that. We have to do these on Mondays.
We do have to do them. Yeah.
God. Okay. Yeah.
If it gets better, then maybe this is maybe joint top for me. I don't know, or maybe it's such a good fight. So
Yeah.
dynamic. So many cool mechanics.
The song's great too. If very, very heavy.
Oh,
metal.
it's very
it's a
very
primal
cool.
song,
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, no.
Yeah.
and this is a very unusual for in-game 14. There is a bleep when Koji Fox is rapping.
Yes, it's true. There is like
Is there? I didn't hear that.
I didn't know.
Well, they've mixed it so that it doesn't sound intrusive.
It
But
doesn't
there is,
sound as an obvious bleep, but if you listen, there is a bleep of something.
I
he
noticed it
says.
when we played it on stream. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't. Okay,
I've
interesting.
I've listened to it a number of times. Well, even the first time I listened to it, it's like, wait, was that a bleep? And then
Yeah.
I played it, and then it looped and played again. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. This fight has, like I said, I think we said it when we were streaming as well. The first half is super action packed. It's only the
it's great.
second half of it where it sort of feels like it's going on a little too long.
Like the third part.
Yeah, when you're
when you
in
fall
the
through the roof.
Yeah.
That last phase is a little slower and a little less interesting mechanically than some of the early
yeah.
stuff.
But it is
Like-
interesting with the hide behind the Rafflesias and stuff.
Oh,
it's
that was
cool.
clever.
The hide behind the Rafflesias is interesting because it's been a while since there's a mechanic that's worked like that. But
Yeah.
it's not just look away. You actually have to hide behind something.
I
Yeah.
liked that.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it
fun.
was? Oh,
Mhm.
I was
You have to hide behind. You kill them.
No,
and then
I-
you hide behind it.
I really enjoyed watching other people discover this fight and
Yeah.
realizing that's the mechanic rather
Yeah.
than just looking away. Because, especially when I went back to watch Lakil and Mela do this for the first time,
We figured
they
it
did
out.
seem quite frustrated.
But did you
before they
see how
discovered
I
what it
just
was.
I never really died to
did
that
it every
mechanic because I
time,
always
but you
hid
didn't
behind the
understand how.
Rafflesias.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
Yeah.
I had just been doing it. I don't know. I guess I got lucky every single time, but I did not know it's the.
Yeah. It's
something as well.
it's Rathalos again.
Yeah.
It's also the type of stun where if you take any damage, you die immediately.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way of
Mm-hmm.
punishing players. Very good fight.
Yes.
Really loved it.
Yes.
Really liked it.
So
it's a banger. There are no misses in this tier at all.
No, this
No.
is really good.
No,
Yeah.
I agree.
I'll say
This
even
is
probably the last tier. I don't think there's any misses
No.
in this entire series.
no,
It's been a good raid series.
this has been good.
I've not had any issues with it so far. I mean, obviously, in a year or two's time, it's good to reflect back on it, but it's very good so far.
Yeah, I've never felt like this energized about a raid series in a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
same.
Which is fascinating because it's probably the lowest stakes a raid series has had
Yeah.
ever in this
True.
game.
I know,
That I
but
can
it's
think of.
that makes
I'm
it
so
just
invested
fun.
though.
It's just fun. You know? Yeah.
There's a love story in it too. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
she ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Will they get together again?
I mean,
I hope so.
when he mentioned he was straight, I was like, really? Just like
Aw.
that?
What the fuck?
He can still be bi. You don't know.
That's
Yeah.
always the hope. Okay.
Once you saw her transformation.
Also, his real voice is really not what you expect.
No.
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 Yeah. So let's talk about
Yeah,
the
then we
last
fight
fight
him.
where he becomes. hot mecha
Thunderbolt boy,
Gundam
whatever.
looking.
Very weird design. Really weird design.
It looks
Yeah.
like the robot race from Fantasy Star Online. I forgot what they're called, where they can have human faces, but like fully
Oh,
robot.
I know what
bodies.
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called. I don't see the sex appeal personally.
No, I don't
You
get
know,
it
I
either.
feel like sometimes I can get it. You know, but with this one, I think
He's
maybe
a
it's
little
the voice
chunky.
that's
I
doing it for
mean-
people.
Yeah.
I also think having a human face does a lot because there's a level between what he is and the people that make Transformers pornography.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the
Yeah,
first talk about
he's on
Transformers
he's
pornography on
closer
here.
to like the Gundam Transformers chunkiness rather than the more like obviously sensual robots of other media. So it's a bit odd.
Yeah,
it's a bit of an
actually-
odd leap.
Yeah.
Sensual robots.
Sensual robot.
Keeping it you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
as,
yeah.
as
Good.
light as possible.
Yeah. Good.
you know.
Good. We are. Yeah. That's the podcast.
We
so
are a Christian podcast.
the
It's a good fight. It's very
yeah.
tight. It's very close. It's
Yes.
a very small arena, and I
It's
like
got-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do like that. It's got a very high damage output. It brings
Right,
back
yeah.
the dodging like logs like from the Yojimbo gate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
cool to see them back again. Weird choice, but I like it. Yeah, it's a fun fight. It's very enjoyable.
About
I
the
th-
music, I don't know if you guys feel like it, but like I think this song reminds me of those early ages of anime dubs where like they would make an English version of the song. Right?
yeah,
Of like the
yeah.
opening, like the Yu Yu Hakusho Smile Bomb thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's got like a real Saturday morning anime
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of
I guess so, yeah.
vibe to
I
it.
can hear that.
Yeah. I can hear
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
But it's so fucking catchy. Like I was on to myself like I'm thirst for battle. Like I was doing that like yesterday, just thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's a good. Yeah, it's a cool fight.
It is good. Yeah.
Good job.
The So yeah, it's just all
It's-
four.
Yeah, positive.
Bangers,
The song
no
is-
misses.
The song's also sung by partially. I think there's also the Primals in here, but it's also sung by Jason Charles Miller, the person that's
Oh.
Uh,
that's
Shadowbringers to the Edge.
Okay.
Close in the distance.
Right.
Mhm.
No,
It's
right.
it's got to be him for sure.
mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sweet, that's cool.
I think my one issue with this is that I think that this fourth fight is the one that I personally feel like I can feel the most of what has been ripped out for Savage
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
has been
Oh.
excluded from Savage.
Mm-hmm.
That's an issue with a lot of the last fights of Tiz in general. But I agree. It's
I mean, a fascinating thing about this Savage fight is that there's no checkpoint, even though it does have a second phase.
Yeah.
that's good. That's a nice. change. I didn't know
Baby
that.
game.
Also, the
Unbelievable.
arena changes from 1 to like 5 circles in a pentagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has like ads or like a split phase or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Oh,
I've not seen a huge amount from this one. I've seen a fair bit of M7S, but that's about it.
seen some fucking raid diagrams of this fight, and I swear, people making bullshit as always, saying shit like,
I
"Yeah,
like
you, gotta,
that.
you have to escape the womb. We're doing womb strats or
I-
whatever." I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong? None of these words are in the Bible. Stop right now."
MMO like raid strategy names are the greatest thing
They're
that mankind has ever
horrible.
They're so good. Oh, they're so funny. We come up with when we used to do Savage, we came up with some great names for
Yeah.
for our
What was that? Kingdom Hearts is light, blah, blah,
red.
blah.
No, red is white. Kingdom Hearts is light.
That's
I
right.
don't remember.
And it
I
made
never
sense.
needed that.
It made sense, and
We
then it helped.
kept saying the Twin Towers for I think one of the
That's-
extremes.
Oh, then
I don't know.
then I would just
Warriors
say
of Lights,
Sauron.
wasn't
Yeah, you kept
eventually.
saying
Sauron.
Sauron.
It was so
Sauron.
funny. I love those days. Oh,
Yeah.
we need to do more raiding like that.
Yeah. So story wise, we end with
A
the disappearance
cliffhanger.
of
They done kidnapped our friends.
of,
No.
yeah, of the two.
Nauni, the child, and I can't remember Wicked Thunder's real name.
Yeah.
No,
they're-
Wicked
they're
Thunder.
gone.
Let's just say that
Wicked
Wicked Thunder. They're
Eutrope.
gone.
Eutrope.
Eutrope.
That is it. Well,
That's
yeah.
it. Yeah, so that's the cliffhanger. Where did they go?
Where did they go?
Well, we know where. We don't know where they are, but we know who took them.
Yes.
El Presidente.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who is El Presidente?
Who is El Presidente?
Was it?
Did you like the part where you tried to attack us again?
Oh my god,
That was very funny.
Oh, yeah.
At the moment, though, I was like, "Don't transform. Really.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
I'm the last person you to defend right now.
Yeah.
Don't do this."
You also just told us we were at the brink of getting necropsychosis, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, this is
There it is.
happening.
And,
There it
lo
is.
and behold.
Yeah.
But it reveals that the reason she left, it wasn't that she came back wasn't to get our soul for herself, but for her boyfriend.
Oh,
For love!
For love.
It was always about
Anything is
love.
possible for love.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's so tropey, but I fucking love it. It's
I
like
don't mind it.
it's great.
It's because the whole this whole thing is just
It's just goofy, but it's
goofy.
like there's.
So
I mean,
that's
it
how
would be
is.
even funnier if it was the love was just also part of their wrestling persona.
Yeah.
Because wrestling storylines are my favorite. They're great.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole raid series is about herding cats, and we can't keep track of them all.
True.
There's so many cats.
There are so
involved,
many. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of cat people. I felt so bad when I saw the poor kitties come out.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I saw Brute Bomber
There
dead. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
no.
that mummy was dead. That was
Yeah.
sad.
That was sad.
Please don't be dead. Actually, you can wrestling come back to life. It's
Please,
fine.
but,
Yeah.
but do it fully with the Undertaker's proper like white brim hat, the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fucking- that looks sweet.
Who
God.
do you think? Oh, sorry, you go first.
I was gonna say, I really love the little dance animation you do in the first fight. By the way,
Yeah, I hope
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an emote at some
It
point.
needs to be an
Yeah.
I had
Mhm.
never had a chance to look at it closely because I'm always in the middle of the fight. But
Yeah.
like, it looks really fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that the dance and what Dancing Green's dance, which is different, both
Oh.
become emotes.
Please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can't wait to spend $6.99 on it.
Did you guys get his glasses, by the way?
Not yet.
No.
Someone else got them.
The-
I think I
unfortunately.
did.
The worst part is I rolled a 91, and the only person that rolled better than me was the fucking worst person in the room.
I managed to get it on the first run for with like a 70. It was
Good job.
crazy.
Hmm.
They're
Very,
such
very
stylish glasses.
They are.
I didn't know they were his for a moment. I was like, what fucking glasses are these?
Right?
Because
Yeah.
you can't try on fashion items. So I was like,
Right.
No, and they don't show you what they look like. They all
No.
have
Yeah.
just a
They look like generic
frame.
glasses.
yeah. And I was like, I was thinking, like, did I miss that this dude had glasses or something?
But they're not as crazy as the ones he's wearing
Not
in
quite.
the
No.
fight.
No,
They're
they
more
are
like
his- no.
low
they're
key
his
Elton
normal
Johns.
ones, when he's-
Yeah, it's the ones he wear when
they're
he's
his normal ones. He's human form ones.
Yeah.
They're not
Which
his dancing green.
they're not
One
Dame
day.
Edna. They're more like Elton John, like
Yeah,
normal
exactly.
Elton John out on the street.
Yeah,
Glasses.
Elton John in his prime.
Yeah.
And he was a bit more flamboyant.
Yeah.
Who do
yeah.
you think the president is?
It's such a good question.
Yeah.
And there's so many there's so many theories around. Like Ascian was always a thought
Yeah.
with this race series, but a lot of people have said ninth versions of various source characters.
Yeah.
So Teleji Adeleji's been
That's
said.
a hot potato, literally. There.
The Mandeville, Godbert Mandeville,
Yeah.
has been suggested in the MogMail. Like,
Mhm.
there's so many decent choices that it could be. I'm almost like, I hope I'm not disappointed when they reveal who it really is.
I don't think it will be a shard of someone we know from the source.
No.
but
It's
I do
harsh
think
to
it's a
font.
possible.
That's right.
It doesn't even make sense.
For some reason, he's here. And he
It's
became...
just the bit. It's the bit that got cut out of him. It's just
Yeah.
like his floating heart.
Ew.
Oh my god.
I think Metem is still a possibility that he's playing.
Metem would be a really
Right.
like. I mean, it would be a very kind of obvious cliche reveal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it would fit the theme, so it very well could be, but it also would be a bit boring.
Does he not? Well, do
He
they not
talks
speak
in-
while he's with us? It might just be a recording,
true.
obviously.
That's true.
He does.
Yeah,
he does speak while we're around.
Yeah. So.
We recognize the voice, so the voice is
So
familiar.
if it's familiar, we would know, right? We would.
if it was
But did it say
Metem, sure.
But the question is, chat needs to confirm this for us because I don't think any of us know off the top of our head. Did it say a familiar voice when we first heard him in
that's a good
in
point.
M4?
I
in
don't.
the first tier,
In the first tier, we...
Did it say that?
Because
I
I
think
don't
that's
remember
when-
how it.
I
was-
don't recall it at all.
Yeah, it did not say familiar in the first tier as well.
But now it is familiar.
So someone we met
because we've
between-
heard it before. Well, it just means it's familiar to us because we heard it before.
Oh, it might just
Well,
be
that's
that.
first tier.
tier.
Yeah.
Well, that would be a weird turn of phrase to say at that point. Then.
Yeah.
Like,
It would be strange, but who else could it be? I mean, I definitely think it's not Metam. I think that's like you guys said, too lame, a little too obvious.
Yeah.
I think he's just the funny anime announcer guy that they have in these
I don't
kinds
think
of
he's.
things.
I think he's partially on our side in some respects. I don't think he's a bad guy.
I mean, I don't think he's trying to work against us.
No, I
As he
think,
presents
but I think the
himself.
president is working against. I mean, he is. We know he's working against us.
I mean, he's kidnapped two of the people we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
He doesn't want
If-
this to get out. He wants.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
think
Yeah.
If I had to pick a random reason as to who or why the person is and why they're doing it, I gotta go with a what are they called? Unascended Asian? Not a full Asian, whatever they're called. The lower
Oh, the
Asian.
Unsundered.
Unsundered.
A sundered
No,
Asian?
a sundered Asian, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
a sundered Asian who, after everything was Zodiac, he was like, "Cool, I'm free. I'm just gonna make my own tournament. I don't know. I'm chilling. This is my kingdom. My
it's
fighting
very
kingdom."
Yeah. Yeah.
It could also it would be a little boring as well, but it could be a stored personality that like
But-
an endless type thing that
Mhm.
just was in the Arcadion. So it's someone maybe I don't know. It could be fucking
But we-
Zavalja. Like, it could be anyone.
The
Like, it's-
Mulja. Yeah, I
the
mean, it could be
Mulja.
anyone. You're right. It could just be no one that we actually know. Like, it's just
Oh, it
some
better
dude.
not be no one.
Just yeah. I mean,
Oh, I think it will be a someone. I
It's
just
got to
don't
be
know if
someone
it
we've
was-
met before
yeah. I mean, we've already talked about the
or at least
possibility
have a knowledge of.
that an ASEAN is involved in the MSQ as well. Do you not think it would be a lot if there's an ASEAN involved
There
in
can't be
both
two
plots?
That's how I feel as well.
Yeah.
One ASEAN is probably involved in this plot line because of what's happened to Alexandria.
But I'm also not against the idea of the ASEAN that was involved in the MSQ being one that we've already killed, and they're not in part of the story anymore because they were
That's true,
banished during the time of the Storm Surge or something.
That's possible.
Yeah. Yeah. It is hard to, because again, we have nothing on the president really. Like,
We
other
haven't
than
even heard there's no.
that's the
You've
problem
not a
with
single
this.
clue.
There's no voice acting on the president.
Do you think we'll fight the president?
I hope so.
I
That would
always
be pretty
assumed
cool.
the president would be the last fight,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not super convinced anymore because. I think he will be very upset when we win the tournament and he has to do what he promised.
Yeah.
And so maybe he will go berserk in that point and go, no, you can't have the souls or whatever. I'll fight you. It's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
Or he
'Cause
might
there
just
has
be
to-
like a guy of his word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because following the pattern we've gotten right now, we know if there's the same amount of people, there's at least 3 fights that are just going to
There'll
be
be
people.
There'll be 2
Yeah.
new fighters for the what's the last one called? Mega weight.
heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
So there'll be 2 heavyweight new people who will meet. There'll be Brute Bomber round 3, and then the president would work.
Yeah. The president
It
fits.
could be like a new challenger awaits.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Who
about
knows? I don't. Yeah.
What about this theory that I've seen thrown around? It's all an act from everyone involved, and we're the only one not in on it.
That would be.
I don't think
cute.
that's an
with-
impossible theory. That this.
Yeah, that could work.
But I think it's the necropsychosis plot is a little rough.
Psychonecrosis.
Necrosis
Yeah.
is a little
But that would be
insane
cruel to
to
get us involved in.
joke about. But yeah,
I won't be laughing. I'll say that. I won't be laughing at the end.
I think I wouldn't be upset about it. I would hope there was some kind of stakes after all, but if it's just like, all right, good show, man. See
Yeah.
you next season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all
It's
right.
just
Well, I'm
wrestling
glad they're
plot
okay.
line. It's just wrestling plots.
yeah. Because so far we have just been doing the fights. Like there's no. Yeah, I can see that happening. That would be funny.
It would be.
That it was.
I mean,
there
this
was never any
this
stakes.
series, there's not that many stakes in the first place, really, aside from
We
the
weren't
personal.
actually dying.
Yeah.
You haven't seen anyone actually die. Come
No,
on.
Yeah.
true.
I mean, we have no
Well, it's
evidence
that
that's really the Brute Bomber.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's had it the worst if it's all just a joke.
No, he actually died though. We made.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Sad.
yeah,
But everyone
yeah.
else was fine. So most of the people we suggest as president, we don't know. We can't pitch them. If it was Metum, what do you think his persona is? What do
A
you think
horse.
he's like?
No, we already have that. 'Cause he's wearing a cowboy hat. Oh, cow. He's a cow.
Cow could work. I'm
A bull.
back.
A bull, I guess.
Oh yeah, Behemoth is actually
Behemoth
probably
is-
a fair
Oh,
choice, 'cause
Behemoth.
the logo's kind of based on the Behemoth as well.
True.
I wonder what that would look like with a behemoth feral.
It'll
So,
look like. Now imagine this. Imagine like just a regular Behemoth, and then stick Metum's face on the front, like
Yes!
Tenkin.
I was literally thinking the same
shut
thing. I was literally. Oh my god! I'm so happy that you thought the same thing.
turn it off. Turn off the stream.
Oh,
That's
glad
so
we're on the
funny.
same wavelength.
Yeah, that was really.
we were.
laughing,
Well,
but-
yeah. We were talking about this before the show. Okay. Well, let's move on to that. So that's the story. The story ends on a cliffhanger. We did talk about the rewards when we looked at this
Do you
website.
like the reward not being a minion? Because I've seen some people not as happy about that.
Just the eyepiece. Is that the only?
Yeah, the
LED?
glasses.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It makes me
Yeah.
less annoyed that I didn't get it. I'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is it-
fine.
It doesn't really matter what it is. There'll always be something exclusive.
Yeah.
I'm sure next tier they'll have a cool minion or something, or maybe even
Exactly.
both, 2 minions
Yeah.
and something else.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fine either way.
And I already know that Lakil and Mela don't like the Savage reward.
The gear? Or
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, the
Oh,
mount.
the-
The
the
car.
mount.
The fucking car. Oh, it's so hideous.
We finally got it. We got
Yeah.
Yes.
the kind of dreaded car that Luke never wanted. In
Yeah,
this
we
game.
finally hit rock
got the-
bottom.
We have hit
You got
rock
your
bottom.
Cybertruck
everybody.
in
We're-
14.
We're here.
Yeah.
We've made it,
Oh.
everybody.
I can't wait to run over children. Yeah.
God,
Um,
I'm boycotting it.
yeah. The gear is fine. I like the Savage version better because you can dye it, obviously.
I don't like the gear.
Yeah.
Well,
But
yeah, I think
some of
everyone
it's
does.
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think
Some
it's
pieces
okay.
could work well.
I don't think this is overly crazy looking. Like even
It's very simple gear. It's very
yeah,
It's almost like some of the Omega tier gear was very normal looking as well.
hmm
Like the middle tier, I think, was like the Scave. Was it the Skaven gear then?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no,
No, the Skaven gear is the.
Skaven
No, that was
Tomes.
Tombstone gear.
There was something that was in the middle. The last set was good. The one that looked like Omega
Was it?
M&F.
Oh no! The one I was thinking was also Tome gear. Never mind.
There was the Genji gear. Was kind of
The Genji was ugly as.
Oh,
That was Tome
bad.
gear, wasn't it? though?
Yeah,
No,
No,
Genji
no.
The Genji was the
That
first
was
Omega.
Raid.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, was that raid gear? Oh, that's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
okay, that's
really
why I was
bad.
thinking
Yeah.
that it was Tome gear.
No. That was terrible.
God, that was so bad.
Yeah. Looked like a
Really
fucking. You were just
looked like a
square.
turtle.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
you look like
bad.
a square.
Steve.
Okay, so we can talk briefly about Savage. Savage was, of course, cleared in a day, I think, about thereabouts.
A little bit less than a day.
Yeah.
Was it a stream
Oh,
team that went?
Yeah,
this time,
first
It was
ever
Lucretia,
stream.
wasn't it?
Lucretia, yeah, the first
Well
ever
done.
stream clear. JP, I think.
I wish we had
Happy-
the stats on clear time compared to previous Savages.
Yeah.
It feels
think people really just
a
don't care.
slightly quick maybe, but overall not great.
I
Crits,
thought this was
yeah.
longer than previous tiers slightly because I thought previous tiers were cleared in like 12 hours, not like a little bit less than a day.
Maybe it's
Oh,
they're always going to get clipped.
is that why I remember their name, Lucrezia? That's where the familiarity, Final Coil. They were the world first for Final Coil. Wow, they've been around for
Oh,
a while
were
then.
they?
Yeah.
Wow, good job.
Yeah, this is the first stream clear. This is what I
It's
read
first
everywhere
ever.
that it's been cleared on stream as world first. So
I'm
yeah,
really impressed with that.
congratulations.
If you cheated, well, No one cares because it's
Well,
Savage.
they were streaming,
it's on
it,
stream,
so we know they weren't
you'd-
cheating.
that don't mean nothing no more.
Well, we can't. We just.
It's the-
it's-
Not saying they did.
There's only
we
so
are not
much we can
accusing
question
them of
things.
Yeah.
cheating.
No. I personally don't care.
I think
I
you can
just-
go back and analyze if they're cheating. I think you
Yeah,
could tell
but I
very
think it's
quickly
fine.
eventually. And
it's
so far,
fine.
no one has done that.
Yeah. Good job. you
No
guys.
drama, which is nice. It's
Yeah, well-
just
Yeah,
a
it's
clear
just-
with
it's
no
happened, it's
drama.
good.
Well, there isn't really any other with Savage. Not since Actually, no.
We did
The
have
Omega
drama
one,
literally last time, Rollo, with the red
That was
dot.
the Zoom one. Yeah, the red dot and the Zoom.
But that was for Ultimate. That was for Savage.
Was that for
Wasn't
Ultimate?
it? Yeah, it wasn't for Ultimate.
Oh, that was for Ultimate.
no.
You're right. And then there was the zoom
Yeah.
out for
I don't-
Omega.
that was for Ultimate.
Yes, that was the previous
Oh,
one.
as in the
That's
For
the
Futures
Ultimate
Rewritten.
one, but wasn't the
Yeah.
dot just Savage? No, I guess
No, I
that
thought
was
the dot was
Ultimate.
Futures Rewritten.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah,
It was.
well,
It's only
yeah.
been.
I-
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think it's normally Savages because I think they're cleared too quickly.
That's
yeah.
true.
And no
Who-
one cares that
who
much.
cares?
No one cares. That's what I'm saying. No one cares
Yeah.
about Savages like
Well,
that.
I don't even
There's
think
a-
they care to like cheat on them because they're not that hard.
Yeah,
There's-
right.
that's how I feel about it
There's
as
a
well.
What's the
minimal
point?
like it's cool, but there's a minimal level of prestige. Doing it like 15 minutes before the next 7 teams, it's good, but
Yeah.
it's not like Ultimates have like secret mechanics that you have to figure out. They're real puzzles, and then long, grueling fights,
Yeah, I
and
think.
then they get completely ruined by the cheaters.
Yeah.
But these are fine. But I mean, really good job. It's cool that a stream team clutched victory this time round.
Yes. So there you go. Congratulations. A little bit about the Savage. I haven't watched. I watched the last one. I watched the Clear. I mean, it looks fun. Looks, I don't know what the general feedback from like Savage Raiders is, but I would say this is about as good as it gets for Savage.
Hype about some of the early ones. I know some people in our community have been dipping their toes in the early fights, and they
I've
seem
seen-
happy.
Yeah.
I've seen mostly positive things about every fight from what
Yeah.
what I've read online.
Yeah.
I am pretty motivated to try this tier actually, just because it's so. I don't know. It just seems so fun.
I
It does
would
look
be,
very fun.
but unfortunately, I wouldn't. Can't deal with that anymore.
I'm done. I'm done. But sure, it's fun.
Not
I mean,
a
it
rating
looks-
podcast here.
Not anymore.
We're
Not
bums.
anymore.
Sorry.
We rated.
We were.
all last
We've been
expansion.
rating.
I said anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the whole expansion, and look where that got us.
Yeah.
Misery, depression
Yeah.
in Minecraft.
Yeah.
We've been rating Savage probably. There's been an active rating team in speakers probably for the majority of the time that this podcast has run, I would say.
Maybe.
Yeah, pretty sure that's true. No, I'm not going to run the numbers. Not running the numbers, but
Put on the
probably.
wiki.
There's been a few breaks in between, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Arcadion. Good shit.
Yeah,
Good music, good
really.
fights, good story, good rewards.
Good question mark. Who is El Presidente? We'll
Yeah.
find out in a year.
About 8 months.
Yeah. So
Look at us.
bit of a wait, a bit of a cliffhanger there, but to wait
Look at
on.
us to
But
pay. Look at us to pay for that time.
but remember that we are
Ooh.
in 2 weeks. When's the moon?
The 22nd, I
So
believe
2
it
weeks.
was.
Yeah.
That's-
I will be becoming the
I mean, it's close to 3
universe
weeks.
first.
Yeah.
Universe first best person on Ragnarok for sure.
Right.
It's my dream right now.
Right.
Okay.
I'll be up for 24 hours straight, grinding that moon.
Everyone, look forward to seeing.
I'll never.
Mila's
I'm not
surly
gonna-
I am going.
aura
You know what?
hologram.
I'm going to piss and shit myself laughing when, after Mela's been like sweating, nerding to get the #1 spot, only to be beat by a fucking gill seller, I'm going to lose my mind.
I mean,
Oh, there will be a bot who wins for sure.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think it'll be funnier if like what you get from actual crafting is minimal compared to what you get from like all of the like other things like the fates and the machine.
I just don't
Other
get
stuff.
into the fates.
yeah.
I want to go in for about an hour and then check the leaderboards, and if there's like a 200,000 point gap between me and the next person. I'm not going to carry
And
on.
the person in front of you is like.
Yeah. At that point, I don't.
What if it's a thing, Mailer, where it doesn't update for 24 hours?
You can talk. They proved that you can talk to that little rat man, and he says
he will tell you.
You're in the top 10%. If I'm not in the top 10%.
Yeah, but we don't know how often the little rat man updates.
Oh, it's so true. Oh, why, little rat man? Why?
Well, and with that, there's no content for this game now.
No,
not until they add the actual content. So
true.
And it's the end of it was the 27th of May when the really good content's out. The one that we're super hyped for.
That's when we get
Magical
that
Present.
time,
I'm really looking forward to it.
Occult Crescent.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Mailer. Muljar Society Quest.
Yeah!
Shut up!
Okay.
Why is it separated? Just a beast tribe. Come on.
Why is the Society Quest not timed with the fucking going to the moon?
Also,
I don't care about them anymore. I've already got everything maxed.
you're too busy. We don't want you to.
why did you do that, Mela? You've no content ahead of you now. You fucked up. You fucked up by playing the game too much. Play other games.
I'm so
sorry. I did the MSQ in the raid in the first week.
Yeah, what the hell?
Never be forgiven.
Reminder that you have to cap your tomes and you have to do your weekly normal raid.
Remember,
Arcadion.
if you do every patch, if you do one MSQ quest per day, that's only going to get you through the first week anyway. So
yeah,
That's true. I was busy the week it came out, so I essentially did it like all throughout the week. And yeah, I had my fill. I did how HP wanted. Okay.
Yeah.
And now
Like
you
a
still
TV show.
content for 3 weeks.
Yeah, still not enough. Okay, well, anyways, that's that. That's the end of the show. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Remember to follow on our social, SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersXIV, youtube.com/SpeakersXIV, exclamation Discord and chat. If you want to join our Discord server, if you're watching on demand, links in the description. If you're watching live, the post show is coming up, so make sure you catch that. We'll see you there. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.